good morning. Good morning. Hello, guys. Good morning. Welcome to Motivation Monday. I am trainer Loren Cunningham Hammond, and I am happy to be here. So, welcome to Monday, July 19th, 2021. I apologize. I hit the wrong number there. Today's quote is: the highest reward for a man's toil is not what he gets from it, but what he becomes of it. And that is from beautiful John Ruskin. Now, guys, I hope you are having a great day. Remember, Motivation Monday, my favorite time of the week. I hope you are all well. I hope you are all safe. So let's go ahead and get into it. So we're going to go over the tip of the week this week, as well as my favorite part, the sales shout out. And then our topic today is the AHIP frequently asked questions. Yes, guys, it's that time of the year to get set up. For those of you that like to sell Medicare, Medicare Advantage, prescription drug, or even that prescription drug plan. Now, for those of you that are new to the industry or maybe haven't dabbled in the Medicare world or even the RX plan world, we're going to go over some commonly asked questions that we've been seeing that for those agents that are new, or even some additional stuff that's coming up with the frequently asked questions. Now, guys, please pay attention to your AHCP sales emails. Like, I got this beautiful tidbit. So this is going to be my tip of the week. If you are considering selling Humana, the Medicare Advantage, or the prescription drug products this year, well, that's fabulous, amazing, super excited. As of June 29th, so a couple days back, as you can get your Humana certification or even recertification started going. Now, for those of you that haven't done it, don't worry about it. You can get certified, but remember, you have to be appointed with Humana. Now, if you click on the email in the AHCP sales and find the link to this, you can sign up and get contracted. So the AHIP test does require a 90% pass rate, and the NAHU requires an 85% pass rate. Now, for those that are exclusive partners with Humana, you will have access to their CMS training. So remember, CMS, Centers of Medicare and Medicaid. Remember, guys, they are the governing bodies of all of the Medicare products that are sold. So again, please pay attention to that. And again, this is for those of you that are not or want to be or are currently selling Medicare Advantage or prescription drug, and you need that recertification or even the certification for Humana, for the AHIP. Remember, look in your AHCP sales email and you can find the information there and click on the link and you can get started. Now for our sales leaders and our kudos. Now this is my favorite part of the presentation. Now guys, because I like to mix it up, some of the other trainers like to kick it similar. I like to mix it up. So you'll notice that for the week of July the 12th, 2021, the number one and very close number two product for the short-term medical was Golden Rule, and honorable mention, Pivot. Guys, Pivot is coming up and it's coming strong. Our major meds that you guys are selling, the number one sales went to Molina. And then for the accident plans was NatGen. Our Medicare supplement, I mean, come on, I'm talking about frequently asked questions for AHIP. So I might as well throw in some Medicare stats here, right? So again, Medicare supplement, the leader was NatGen, but the Medicare prescription drug plan sold through Aetna was the number one sales. Now again, guys, These are really important that you get that Medicare AHIP certification if you're planning on selling that prescription drug plan, a Medicare Advantage plan, or even the Medicare Advantage prescription drug plans. So for the week of, again, July the 12th, these are the top sales in no particular order. So for the short-term medical, we have Kimberly Lucart. Great job. Keep it going, sis. We have Katia Santa Maria. And then we have Samuel Lanas. Now, if I pronounced your name wrong, please forgive me. Please forgive me. Critical illness, we have William Cox and again, Samuel. Great job, guys. Keep pushing. Now, our Med Sup plan. Now, guys, remember for a Medicare supplement, you do not need to be AHIP certified. But our Medicare Sup leaders here are Andrew and Tamila. Guys, great job. Remember, now is the key time to prep for Medicare open enrollment. So let's move on and go to our next topic. Our topic of the day is the AHIP frequently asked questions. Now, the training box has been getting a lot of questions about AHIP. We are here to help, so please do not hesitate. So, what does AHIP stand for? Well, it's an American Health Insurance Plans. What does an AHIP certification? What is it? Why is it? Well, it's proof that you've completed a series of Medicare training courses. Now, guys, in the actual AHIP modules, there are 5 separate modules. In each of the modules, they have different topics. At the end of each module, you will find questions. Now, it has been my experience that I take print screens of those questions because I have found typically that those are the questions that are going to make up my final exam. So when it comes to that final exam, how long do you have to complete AHIP? Well, it's about 2 hours to work through each of those modules effectively. Now, that's some people are speed readers. They can get through it much, much quicker. If that's the case, great. How many questions are on the AHIP final exam? Well, guys, it's 50 questions and it is a limit of 2 hours. Now, if you're in there, and I highly recommend that you block out 2 hours undistracted, just so you have time to concentrate. Now, if for some reason you know what, I can't do this, you're halfway through it, you can exit it and it won't go against you. But when you restart, you're starting from scratch again. So make sure you have a dedicated 2 hours for the test. Now, again, I've seen some people do it in an hour. I've seen some people do it in that 2 hours to the T. So make sure you block out that time uninterrupted. What score do you need to pass AHIP? Well, guys, you need at least a 90, as I said in the prior slides. Now, is AHIP open book? Yes, absolutely. AHIP is an open book test. Now, what I said earlier is I highly recommend that you print screen those test areas. Some people like to print screen the entire 5 modules as they're going as reference material. Now, you can use that. Now, remember, some people like to print things out. Some people like to save them in a Word doc, whatever works for you. But remember, 2 hours, guys. So how much does AHIP cost? Well, when you're taking that test, the AHIP initial price is $175, but there are a ton of carriers out there doing discounts. Some are doing reimbursements. So, double check while you're in the portals for the various carriers, see what kind of specials they have going on. So where do I register for AHIP? Well, you go to www.ahipmedicaretrain.com. Now, again, guys, there's 5 sections or modules, they refer to them. Take your time in the modules. Again, if you're one that likes to prepare and print screen everything, highly recommend it. Or if you're just one like me that just likes to get to the test or the sample test questions, each section within the 5 modules at the end has that. Print screen that, and you're good to go. Do I need to do AHIP Medicare training every year? Well, yes, you do. You will have to do some studying every year because it is a recertification. As I said earlier, the AHIP certification for 2021 has opened up as of June. So how many attempts can I, or how many times can I take the AHIP test? Well, guys, you have 3 attempts. Hoping that you would pass within that 3 attempts. But if for some reason you don't when you're taking that final exam, you will then need to pay an additional $175 to take that test. When does AHIP certification for 2021, I beg your pardon, I apologize for that, open? So Monday, June 21st, many carriers will allow you to use the 2022 AHIP train to certify for both 21 and 22. Are there questions before the final exam? Yes, guys, as I've been harping, there are questions that are going to be located at the end of each module. Now, remember, as I said, there are 5 modules, and you're going to have I've found 10 questions has been the standard. I've had other agents tell me that they've had 15. So again, keep those questions handy when you're doing your exam, because it has been my experience that those are going to be your final test questions. Are there questions before the final exam? Yes, guys. Yes, these are the frequently asked questions. So yes, questions are located again at the end of those modules. So the 5 modules at the very end, after you're done, you will see the test questions. Do I have to certify to sell Medigap or Medicare supplements? No, guys, no certificate is going to be required for those Medicare supplements, and only the supplements. Now remember, if you are going to sell a Medicare Advantage, a prescription drug, or a Medicare Advantage prescription drug, any of those, you are going to need to be AHIP certified. So is the AHIP final exam timed? Yes, guys, as I said earlier, 2 hours. Is AHIP required for that Part D prescription drug plan? Yeah, guys, I'm beating on this drum hard. Yes, you must complete that AHIP certification if you're only going to do a PDP plan. And again, the MA or an MAPD plan. So anything that is governed by CMS, you care to sell it? Yep, guys, you're going to have to get that certification or recertification. Now, guys, of course, if there are any questions at any time, please feel free to email training@ahcpsales.com. We are here for you. We are here to support you. Or if you want to talk to someone live, you can always call agency services at 877-228-8773. Again, guys, call agency services if you need that answer now. 877-228-8773. Guys, thank you so much for spending part of your valuable day with me. I appreciate you greatly. Again, if you have problems, questions, please be sure to reach out to training at ahcpsales.com, and myself and the other trainers man that box. Guys, have a great, productive week, and we'll see you next time.